Hi, everyone.
Ben, when did you
I'm good, aren't I?
Jesus.
Like, you wouldn't expect me to be this sneaky for a fat guy. I'm a sneaky sumbitch.
No, I didn't expect you. Okay.
So
I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
We were watching something, and I was reminded of a video by Plague of Gripes called Rural Evil.
Rural Evil.
Rural Evil. So
that's a play on Resident Evil.
Yes. Specifically, the Resident Evil 4 remaster playthrough that Matt and Pat from The Best Friends did.
Yeah. Not Matt Pat, but Matt and Pat.
Yes. Because, I mean, let's be fair. One of those I would watch willingly. Can you guess which one? You don't have to guess. It's not that hard.
No, not that difficult.
If you've seen the show, you know the answer. Even if you haven't seen the show, you know that I know this. So, have I ever showed you a Plague of Gripes video before?
No, you have not.
All right, it gets weird. First off, I'm going to tell you, it gets...
As a video on the internet, I hold no...
Oh, it gets real weird.
Jesus.
But there was a moment in one of the things that we watched just a little bit ago that reminded me of a moment in this.
Okay.
So we're just going to fire it up.
All right, let me get it on screen.
Yep. This is...
You took the keyboard, but I kept the Elgato.
Yeah, because the cord won't reach over here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. All right, so without further ado, here's a thing that has been burned into my brain, and now I need therapy.
This huge fish!
This Sega bass fishing bullshit.
This fish is too big!
So you go up to the merchant and you're like, here's a dead fish?
He's like, yeah, I can get behind
I
that.
can do something with this.
Yeah, hey,
Get some stuff done.
you know what I'm talking about.
Dude, geez, fry this up with plague
You know
tomorrow.
what they say about fish with big mouths? Easier to catch them.
Plague, got a lot of them.
Are we referring to that creepy sex thing?
Yes.
Oh no!
The
Not the creepy sex thing!
Not that plague thing.
Oh. There's a lot of weird Japanese bugs out there.
Yeah, there's those giant. Remember that video of those giant Japanese hornets that decimate like 10 million bees in like an hour?
Yeah.
Really good at this.
Those hornets are nasty, dude.
And he pretends not to see things and gets distracted.
Fuck you, Japanese hornets.
Yeah, no, I was talking shit about them all yesterday.
You know the Japanese hornets fucking spit acid?
Yeah, I did know
It's the
that.
whole reason Earth Defense Force was created.
That's
That's
true.
amazing. The Japanese hornets are cool.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad motherfuckers.
Like, I always feel that wrestling and religion needs to have more of a connection.
Absolutely. If I went to church and the dude was pile driving like a dummy of Satan,
What? That
Yep.
wasn't the church you used to go to?
That would actually be a really awesome thing for...
Just
I wa-
watch.
Maybe Jeff Jarrett should do that.
He's like, and then I came off the top rope and gave the big elbow to Beelzebub.
yeah, that's correct.
Fucking radical. The American dream, really.
That's why I used to go to church.
Yeah, just in case the opportunity ever
Just just like I thought it would happen one day. It was like, oh jeez.
the priest tripped and you happen to be around and then you just take advantage of the
Oh, I
opportunity.
gotta save him. Oh no, I shoot.
That was great!
Shut up. That was intentional, so shut up.
So everyone shut your face.
So please, god damn it,
Shut up, plague.
The fucking plague is so
I
full of
swear.
itself. So like, oh, I
It's
told
just
you
gonna get
so.
weirder.
I'm weird. I live on a farm.
If there was a gun to your head and you had to have sex with a regular mermaid or a reverse mermaid?
Regular mermaid.
No, it's always reverse mermaid.
No.
Because you have to, if it's a regular mermaid, you have to deal with weird fish parts.
No, you don't.
Yes, you
just
do.
ignore that part.
No, you have to have sex with it. There's a gun to your head.
What kind of sex?
Sex that would create something.
Oh no.
It's got to be reverse.
That's horrible.
It's horrible, but it's. I feel like that was a very Plague of Gripes scenario.
Yep.
Ever since Plague's Patreon has been going well, he's becoming more unstable and
Yeah,
weirder. Because his life is going well and he can't handle it.
Wow, that took longer than 1 month to make like I thought it would. Please go to artistwelfare.com to Patreon/FlagofGripes. Thank you to all my patrons and to the Zybatsu for making it possible. Crap, there's enough time.
So yeah.
Plague of Gripes. Wow.
Plague of Gripes.
Wow.
Plague of Gripes is a special individual, let me tell you.
That's the oh.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Yeah. Dude, it's like you take weird moments in a Let's Play and then you just make them so much weirder. Just wow. Like, I'm sure that there are things that we've said, stories that we've told, like, oh, I don't know, the Nakatomi Nate storyline.
Oh, God.
Which is fantastic, and you know it.
I know it is. I know it. Okay, here was the thing. I didn't expect it to be like that.
We didn't either.
And it just took off.
I know.
It just took off. And like now there's the Spanish Carl Winslow, Spanish Carl Winslow meme that's on our Discord and everything.
Yup.
And there's just so much, and
it's the greatest thing. But
you throw one. I mean, honestly, you get in a fight in a stairwell and throw one of the guys down there, and all of a sudden you're Nakatomi Nate.
there you go.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. It's crazy.
Jesus.
But it's the best kind of crazy. But see, then you have just like weird innocuous conversations. Like, you know, look at this huge fish.
Yeah, that's
And
a huge fish.
And then Plague of Gripes gets a hold of it.
And
then it gets weird.
And
And then there's like the running weirdness.
oh yeah.
But yeah, like the wrestling and religion thing, I knew you would get a kick out of.
Well,
just like, oh no, I gotta save him. Oh no, I suplexed him. And then I came off the top rope and gave the big elbow to Beelzebub.
well, okay. Here's my thing. Yeah, I was raised in a kind of a non-conventional church setting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, early on when I lived way back in the boonies, we really didn't go to church because there wasn't a church that hadn't burned down in our area. No, there's an explanation for that. An electrical fire burned down a church near where we were that we did go to for like my first few years, and we couldn't afford to really drive into town to go to the church in town until my dad got his job. Until my dad got his good job at where he worked, and he got a pay raise, and we were able to then go to church. The church that we went to was a Protestant church, and it was very, very plain, very well dressed people. Very okay. This doesn't say anything about the religion overall, but it does say something about the person who is preaching it.
Uh-oh.
The guy was a stick in the mud and was boring. Holy crap. This guy could put people to sleep with a sermon written by friggin' Jerry the King Lawler. That's how bad this guy was.
Ooh.
That's how bad this guy was about getting people hyped. He'd get up there and he'd be like, and then God said unto Gabriel. I was like, holy crap, dude, come on.
That's terrifying.
No, and then we did go to that church, and here's the thing: they did have music there, and that was really the highlight. You know they had like a full band up there, and they'd be playing and everything. And it was beautiful. It was awesome.
They're like, we gotta keep people alive because otherwise they're gonna die of boredom.
Yeah, so they did. They played music and everything.
They died of boredom?
No.
I was like, wait a minute.
So
Hold on.
no. So they played music.
Okay.
Okay. So they played music. Everything was all fine and hunky dory. Then all of a sudden, my parents then decide, hey. The family goes to this other church over here. Let's go to it. Big mistake, because then we had pretty much three rows of the church dedicated to nothing but our family.
Oh dear.
Okay, there was me, my sister, my mom and my dad, my Uncle Steve, my Aunt Nita, my cousins Josh, Steph, and Chastity.
Mm-hmm.
My Uncle Mike, my Aunt Teresa, Olivia and Christy, my other cousins, my grandmother, my grandfather, and I think like 4 or 5 other relatives.
Wow.
So yeah, there were all around about 20 of us, and we sat in these 3 rows here, and then there was a falling out between my mom and my dad, or between my dad, my mom, and my grandmother on my dad's side. And we decided, you know what, let's go to another church instead. Man, we didn't want to go back to the other one because it was because it was boring up there.
Still waiting for the suplex.
There was no suplex.
Damn it!
No. But here's the thing, we went to we went to another church, way back in the sticks, way back in the sticks. It was closer to the church that my grandparents went to. But this one was, the preacher there is the preacher that I've told you about, whose favorite comic book character is Hellboy.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I remember you mentioning this, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that got in that argument one day with that kid at the comic book store who was an atheist, and when the atheist saw the cross and everything, he decided, asked him what he was doing here, and when he told him, I'm a pastor, I mean, he's got nothing to hide. I mean, he's a human being.
And he's like, I'm picking up the latest Hellboy comic.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the guy started, just saying, just spouting at him and saying, you need to get logic, son. And then DJ, the pastor, looks back at him and says, and you need to get saved, you filthy heathen. And to which DJ then promptly walked up to the counter, paid for it, and left. DJ was, I mean, honestly, this guy could read an instruction manual on how to assemble a computer, and make you just get up and just like testify. That's how. Yeah, this is the I experienced the polar opposite of him,
mm-hmm.
and I've experienced like sermon and the charisma that this man commanded, and it was awesome. And plus, this church wasn't, you didn't stay inside the church you didn't. We were in the church a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're allowed to leave after the sermon.
No. He would encourage it. He's like, and here's the thing, we didn't dress up in fancy dress when we got there. Mm-hmm. We didn't put on our best Sunday best. He wanted us to dress up in our everyday clothing. He wanted us to dress up in everyday clothing. He said the only thing I don't want is profanity on the shirt, and I don't want I just don't want stuff like that. But otherwise, you can wear pretty much whatever you want. So
this is where somebody just walks in with a picture of the pug on their shirt.
No, no. Well, this was way before then. This is way before like custom printed shirts where like anyone could do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to we walked around outside this place. This place was beautiful. It was way back in the sticks, and it was over this little creek. And it was so nice, and like the kids could go down by the creek and play by the creek a little bit,
mm-hmm.
and we would all sit outside, and he would talk to us about the wonders of nature and the wonders of God and all this and all, and it was wonderful stuff, and it was wow, Chico.
Wow.
Someone got surprised there, and it was awesome stuff, and it was a really good experience for me when I was growing up, because I still went there with my dad after my parents got divorced,
mm-hmm.
and DJ and his sermons, and also you and DJ would get along tremendously. You know why?
Why is that?
He's a huge MASH fan.
All right, yep, I respect it.
He is a huge MASH fan. Woo! Wow, buddy. Wow, that is an angry boy. You're not in any harm here, buddy.
Hey.
Beelzebub, I cast thee out!
Grumpus.
Wow, listen to that.
Okay. Why don't you
wow.
stop again now?
Woo, Chico is mad. Beelzebub, I cast thee out!
All right.
So, yeah. No, well, Jesus Christ, there we go.
Yep.
Sorry, Micah Salyer, there we go.
Yep.
So, Chico is mad. He's mad salty. Not sure why.
Yeah,
Maybe he was
I don't
just
know.
surprised that you woke him up.
Maybe.
Well, we'll figure that out later.
Anyway.
All right. So, yeah, you let us in on this one.
Yeah, I did. So I'm sure that this has opened up the door to a bunch of people going, watch more Plague of Gripes stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, that Dark Souls in summary right there is really good, and we'll have to do that because it's actually a pretty good explanation of the lore of Dark Souls.
Okay.
Also, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff here, so it's gonna have to happen. Are you making an offering to the? Yep.
Chico.
Yeah, give him a minute. He's scratching.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
Sorry,
Well,
had to get him his food.
anyway, and he's just like, "What's happening?
Where am I?
I'm too itchy. Hold on." But all right. So thank you all for watching. I'm sure that we will do more Plague of Gripes stuff,
Uh-huh.
but not tonight.
No.
So anyway, good night, everybody.
See ya.